Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a brow routine video. And I really don't do much to my brows, but I wanted to make this video just so you guys can see what I do for my brows, and if you wanted to amp it up on a occasion to make it like super crispy. But I also wanted to help out, people who are just starting off with their brows, and just wanted to learn how to clean them up, make them nice and nice and fresh, and just keep them nice and in place. You don't want your eyebrows to be all over the place looking like Chewbacca. But if you guys are interested, please stay tuned and let's get right into the video. So the first thing that I do, I'm sorry, I'm just looking for my scissors, but the first thing that I do when it comes to my eyebrows, believe it or not, these are my natural eyebrows. I don't have anything on my eyebrows at all. Like I'm Puerto Rican, so Puerto Ricans are hairy as hell. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, Puerto Ricans are hairy. So I was blessed to have thick eyebrows, and I noticed that I'm starting to get a little bit of sparseness. But with some tips and tricks, I'm definitely gonna show you guys how to fix that. But these are what my natural eyebrows look like, and like I said, I really don't have anything. Like, look, these are my natural eyebrows, and what I do to keep them looking like this is I trim them, I wax, and I tweeze like the areas where they need to be tweezed. My favorite method of keeping my eyebrows clean is getting them getting them threaded. Yeah, I like to get them threaded just because it lasts longer than waxing and it doesn't damage your skin. Like, the more you wax, your skin tends to get saggy over time. So I try to stay away from that. But I want to apologize for the lighting. I'm using natural lighting and bathroom lighting, so if the video tends to, get bright or dark, it's just because of that. But like I said before, I like to tweeze them and keep them nice and groomed. I don't really do much to it. I definitely, like, I'm not a big fan of keeping up with my eyebrows, if that makes sense. I've only gotten them arched once or twice before, but I usually just tweeze them, like I said, and pluck them. But if I wanted to do something more, like keep them more groomed or glammed, what I do is I'll take like eyeshadows or eyebrow spoolie like this, and what I do is I brush them down like this. And I don't have my scissors with me, like I would show you, but what you do is you groom them down like this, and I recently groomed mine so you can't really tell. And then you just trim where the hairs are. Like, if you see how they're longer, you would trim them, and then I brush them up like this and make them as messy as possible, because that way all the hairs will stand up, and then I trim the top. And then once I'm done with that, I just brush it, keep them nice and in place. I brush them and then do the same thing with this one. You see? Where the hairs are right here, you just trim them so they evenly match up with that line. Brush them up again, and then this quick trim. And then in between the trimmings, you just want to tweeze right here, and just make sure everything's nice and clean. Now, when it comes to what I do personally, because I'm lazy, like, I'm just gonna be honest, I don't care when it comes to my brows. I love my brows, so I'm super blessed, I'm super thankful for my brows, but I'm lazy as hell, and like, I'm not going to be using 30 different products. And anybody who uses that, it's great because it's fun. And if you need the extra oomph in the eyebrows, definitely use the products. But what I love to do is use a pencil, and my favorite pencil so far, and I've tried other pencils, but this pencil that I got from my Ipsy Glam Bag, it's amazing because it's super quick and it's super, creamy, and it's not dry. So if you're looking for like an eyebrow pencil, you want something that's a little bit more creamy, just because it'll do a 2-in-1, and it'll act like a wax and eye pencil base. So the pencil that I'm talking about is the Ofra Cosmetics, and it's the eyebrow pencil, and this color is, well, it's a universal pencil, but it's specifically formed for the eyebrows, and I guess that it's just a brown color, and this is what it looks like. And this is super dark and super rich brown. And the reason I use brown is, yes, my eyebrows are black, but I noticed if I use a black eyeshadow or a black pencil, it makes my eyebrows look like duct tape. Like, it's just like two straight lines, and it definitely doesn't look natural. So what I like to do is use a shade lighter, if anything, and then just blend it in with my natural hair my natural eyebrow hairs. And the reason I say use it creamy like that is just because if you don't have, you know, other products and you don't have a wax or dip brow or anything like that, you definitely can just, once you brush it, the creaminess of the pencil will hold your eyebrows in place, and you know, you can set them with a brow pencil, a brow powder, but I just really use this. And what I like to do is I start from right here at the arch, and then I just start at the bottom and like line it up, and then I'll do the same thing here, and then sporadically fill in where there's empties. Because I remember when I was doing when I used brown eyeshadow, like I did this for my graduation, it was bad. I took some brown eyeshadow and I did a lot. No, I used black eyeshadow and I used a lot, and it was just bad. So you definitely want to just do very sporadic, you know, light strokes. And then this is, like I said, this is what I do. And you could tell it's a little bit more filled, and it's definitely not as sparse as this one. But you don't want to do like with a heavy hand, just because it can get a little extreme, and then quickly brush it out. And then that's pretty much, that's what I do. And then, you know, just want to make sure that it's even the same. So you start from right here at the arch, and then you groom it to make the nice tail. Line it up, bring it down, and then, you know, just lightly fill this in. And I noticed, like, it's all about personal preference and like what your taste is, but I don't like to fill it up all the way here. Like, I don't like to make that super thick, just because in my opinion, I feel that it looks unnatural, and I want my brows to be as natural as possible. And when you, if you feel like you did too much, just brush it back and forth like this. It will get some of the product off, and then it'll blend in way easier. So like I said before, like I don't like to do it all the way up here, and I've done it before, but just because it makes it look like duct tape, and it doesn't look natural. Like, you can definitely, like, I felt like I was wearing 2 Sharpie lines on my eyebrows. It was bad. So pretty much you just brush it, and if you feel like you did like too much of extreme, you can always take one of these cotton swabs and then just brush it right here. Now, I have oily skin, so if I'm doing my brows before anything else, I can just, you know, take a Q-tip and then go like that and just wipe it off. You see, like, look how much just came off, because I accidentally put too much on. But like I said, you can just brush it off, and it definitely blends way easier. But that's pretty much all I do, and then I just brush it in place, and that's pretty much it for my eyebrows. Now, my brows tend to get unruly, and they don't stay in place. They're like, they have their, like, a mind of their own. So what I do, and I don't know if a lot of people do this, and it might be ghetto, I don't care, because it works for me. But what I do is I take a little bit of Vaseline, like I just take a clear, like, lip balm or something, and it's definitely, it works for me. You can use any tinted brow gel or clear brow gel, but I noticed the brow gels made my eyebrows very stiff and they were falling out. So this just keeps it nice and soft and, you know, moisturized, and it keeps your eyebrows in place. So what I do is I take a little bit, like, it's literally, that's all I take, and I don't use a lot, because then it looks like you look like a grease ball, or I look like a grease ball. So what I do is I take a little bit, put it on the back of my hand. See, like right here, if you guys can tell, I just put a very, very, very small amount, and then I just take my spoolie and I dip it in the wand, and then I will brush my brows up and then down to the side. So what that does is it's tacky enough to where it keeps the brows in place, and then gives it that nice glossy finish, but it also, you know, you don't have to worry about spending too much or using too much product, because it is so easy to, you know, brush through your brows. And it's definitely, you know, something you don't have to do if you don't want to, but that's what I do to keep my brows in place. And it's, everybody has chapstick, you know, so if you wanted to keep your brows in place without having to use so many different products, a little bit of Vaseline or chapstick works just fine. So pretty much that's all I do for my brows, and they look really natural, and, you know, they stay in place all day. You don't have to worry about the sweating. Now, if you are going to be using a different product and you tend to sweat, make sure you set your brows, just because you don't want your brow color to be dripping down your face. And you know, you can use a pencil or cream or anything like that. So like I said, this is what I do on a day-to-day basis. Like I just do a quick couple swipes through with the pencil, and then set it with the Vaseline. And definitely keep in mind when you're doing your brows, use a light hand, use it very sporadically. Like don't make it super thick because you want it to be natural looking. And if you are going out and you want to take pictures and you want that like eyebrow and fleek look and you want them super glam, what you can do, and I'm going to do a little demonstration for you guys, is take a little bit of concealer and a nice pointed foundation brush, and then just, let me just show you, and then you can clean up your brows. So brows, you could play with them. Like you can make them straight, you can make them arched. That's the whole like benefits of the brows. You can definitely make them how you want depending on your mood, if you want to look grown, if you want to look young. So pretty much just take your foundation brush, take any concealer that you have. It's best to use one that's your skin color just because it will blend in better with your foundation. And then I don't know if you guys can see, I have a couple like unruly hairs right here, and what you do is you go to the tip of your eyebrow and then you just clean it up and you outline it, almost like drawing or coloring outside the lines. You definitely want to line it up, and what this will do is make your eyebrows way more prominent, and definitely it gives that glamorous look. And then just clean it up. And this is also a great trick to, like, if you don't want to pluck or anything like that and you want to clean up and hide those hairs, this is definitely a great trick, and it's super easy. Now I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but this side definitely looks way more arched, and it perks up the eyebrow and it makes it way brighter, and it looks definitely way cleaner. So I'm just going to do the other side so you guys can see. And then what you want to do, like I said, is just line it up right here at the edge of your eyebrow and just clean that bad boy up. Just start right there, and then you don't have to worry about if you have too much concealer, just because you can always blend out your concealer and make it like an eyeshadow base, and then you just blend it to your eyelid and anything like that, and then blend the concealer up, and it'll work as a eyeshadow base for your eyeshadows. And as you can see, the concealer, and definitely use a nice creamy concealer because it makes the blending 100 times easier. But definitely that's what you can do. And as you can see, my eyebrows are way cleaner and way more intense and in your face. And eyebrows are also it's also something to, like, it frames your face and it keeps your makeup, like, if you didn't want to do anything but if you have a good set of eyebrows, definitely having a nice set of eyebrows definitely takes the, like, you don't have to do anything else if you don't want to. If you want that super natural or super just simple makeup, having a good pair of brows is definitely the good way to go. So this is pretty much, I don't personally do all the concealers, like I don't do that, but it's definitely a nice way to clean up your eyebrows and make them look way more intense. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment down below on any other videos you guys want to see, and definitely subscribe. It helps me out, but it also shows me that you guys really like these videos, and I'll definitely be making more. I love talking to you guys, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.